she's here on this one. All right, let's go back on the record. We're on the record in the matter of Mary McLain versus Colleen McPherson. Miss McPherson is here. Also here is Pam Kirkland from Adult Protective Services, Tony Laughlin from Adult PS, part of Commission on Aging, and we don't have Doug Coolman today, but I had excused him. This is a property on Moody Lake Road that the defendant was residing in. We had a big discrepancy as to whether rent was being paid or not, but I don't need to resolve that question to resolve this. The township says she can't live there, and we have several agencies that were attempting to help her find a place to move to. Miss McCullough, have you found a place to go? Miss McPherson, have you found a place to go?
I have 2 apartments that I'm very interested in. I had to turn in the paperwork. They know the situation. They have to do so many checks now, and it just takes time. One was waiting for the cleaning crew to get done, and they said they'd be done today at 4. So I have prospects.
All right. Miss Laughlin or Miss Kirkland, either of you got any update for me regarding this?
She's continuing to work on it. We've submitted probably 10 applications just in the last week. And she does have plans to get her stuff packed up with her daughter tomorrow. So she is making progress. She just hasn't been able to vacate yet.
That was Miss Laughlin from Commission on Aging. All right, well, you have 10 days from today to move. So let's talk about that, and I'll advise you guys as well. I would note that Mr. and Mrs. McLain are here. Miss McPherson is here. Everybody's here live. I find that you have 10 days from today to move. That would be September 22nd. After that day, you could be subject to being evicted. You'd come to the courthouse with $15 and ask the sheriff to do the eviction. I think you're actively attempting to move. You want to move. You don't want to be there. They don't want you there. This is not any hearing regarding money damages. It's just regarding possession of the premises. There's no lease. Normally, I would say you have to turn in your keys and give your forwarding address within 4 days of your moving. I'd simply change whatever locks are on there after she moves. I change the locks. I don't know whether you're going to pursue any money damages. There is no lease, so it's not a great case for that. At this point, you just want to get her out. I'm not doing any money judgment. Now, here's the key. You don't have to evict her on September 12th. You have the right to do that on the following day, the 13th. But I said this earlier today, if the moving van is backed up and she's in the process of moving, it might not make sense to do the eviction because it's messy. The sheriff comes out, they put all the stuff on the side of the road. It's much better if the tenant vacates on their own. She's got help from 2, possibly 3 agencies helping her to find a place to move to. There's funding available, but there aren't enough houses, period.
I have the funding.
Yes.
Housing Resources is paying 3 months rent and the deposit.
Yes, so you're very fortunate. So many people don't have that.
Right.
But there's not enough housing and there's not enough subsidized housing. I don't know if you guys, there's a meeting, and that's probably not Adult PS's purview, but they're having a meeting on Tuesday, September 10th, 9th, I guess that would be. I guess it's Wednesday, September 10th, at the Presbyterian Church to talk with all the housing providers and funding providers. And At any rate, you should plan on vacating there within the next 10 days. If they do that, the matter's done. I don't have a bailiff. And Elaine, what I'll do is I'll ask you guys to go out to the court office, each get a copy of this order. You got 10 days to move, you got plenty of help. Hopefully, they can find a nice apartment for you, get part of your rent paid. Did you have a particular one you were interested in? What's the one where they were doing the cleaning?
That's in Kalamazoo.
All right. I'll tell you what, everybody just wait here and she'll bring copies back to us.
Judge Middleton,
Yes,
can I ask that you maybe ask Miss McLain not to enter Miss Colleen's apartment when she's not there, and videotape and send me videos of the home when Miss
Yeah, there's
McPherson is not there.
there's no lease, so there isn't provisions of the lease. She's a tenant at sufferance, but she is a tenant. So absent her consent, you don't
I
have
had
the right to
consent.
go in there. So let's just get through the next 10 days. Hopefully it'll be sooner than that. You can vacate, and as I said, I'm sure you won't get in this situation again. This is way more trouble than it was worth. All right. Meg, I've got Casey Villa from Golden Ponds, and I have I don't have the attorney yet. I was gonna put you in the breakout room with the attorney, but I think that's the manager. All right, so everybody's on the same page. You're gonna get out of there. You're not gonna go in her apartment for the next 10 days until she vacates. Yes?
You spoke a lot about health and safety the
Mhm.
last time. We have two major concerns. For one, I did have permission to go in there,
Okay.
and part of the video was to show the deplorable conditions. Pam herself told me and Miss McPherson she belonged in a nursing home, that even assisted living should not be within her reach with her current conditions. There are hatching flies, maggots, filth, rodents. It's horrible as far as safety and health. I'll be able to get it
Just a
cleaned
minute.
up eventually,
And
but,
that, I believe you.
but her son is violent. He is a
Is
felon.
he there too?
No,
She tried to move him in, saying she needed him to care for her because she needed help, and got a doctor to give her an order that said he had to live there.
Well, you need to get out. Don't bring your son in there or anyone else in there.
he's trespassed. He hasn't been back out
We
there.
had to get a trespass order.
But I don't know
he's-
how this place got so filthy, whether it was
It's
free or
not
not
that
free.
filthy.
I have
When it
videos.
was,
Stop. There's nothing, there's not something called not that filthy. If it's got flies and maggots in it, it's
I
not.
told her about the flies. They took the thermostat.
All right,
When it
I
was-
don't need to hear any more about it. You just need to get out.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
give her that. She and her supporters can leave, and then we'll wait a few minutes to have them claims leave.
Thank you.
If it's bad enough, it could have been subject to immediate health and hazard. And so Douglas Coolman sort of backed up a little bit, but theoretically I could have evicted her the next day. But the sooner this tenancy comes to an end, the better. All right, everyone, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Your Honor.
All right, you guys just stick with me for a minute and then we'll.
Oh, okay.
uh, What do I do now?
Is he serving formally?
Yes.
I wanted to make.
That isn't very good. Like I said, I was gonna go over these before I gave them to you. And all right, thank you. I got things. But you're supposed to be
I
gone.
had to leave at 2:40.
Oh, I thought it was 2.
No,
I got
2:40.
bumped back.
Yeah.
All right, as I said, no good deed goes unpunished. I had a couple of these, including the next one. And so I'm sure you guys want to get out of this business.
You do.
All right, they're probably gone. You guys are good to go.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you. Hopefully I won't see you in here anymore. Although you're welcome to come visit anytime.
I would like that.
Okay, I'm open all day
Too
from
much
8 to
work to do at
5,
home.
or you can watch it on YouTube. Thank you.
We have friends that watch no other TV but you. I'm serious.
Well, tell them thank you, but they need to get out more.
Have a good afternoon.
Thank
I don't
you.
know what your plans are of retirement, but it's not terrible.
Okay, well, you're a year ahead of me, so I'll catch up with you next year.
All right.
All right, we have a 235 and a 215. Might as well stay where we are on Golden Ponds. I think we had some things like get resolved in between here. I did get a few things resolved between on our break. I had some leftover problems from the criminal docket and some other issues, so
Sorry, I didn't know I had two
You're
questions
fine.
about this. So you said that.
yeah. Yes, I pulled
I
a couple of
started
those off.
typing it up and I'm like.
I'll redo the whole thing. Yes,
I was like, okay. So
and we
most
get
of them-
abstracted to his driving record.
It was a crazy morning, Judge.
Well, I got a little blurry there at the end, but
I was feeling like you were getting hungry.
I
'cause you kept
was.
talking about lunch.
Next time I'm bringing in my own cookies for everybody.
So if you want me to, I can just wipe that out and type in the correct stuff.
I would just do it right. It wasn't use of methamphetamine, it's use of a controlled substance, the Suboxone.
Well, they go under the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
They used to require a suspension of your driver's license.
Oh.
No, it didn't make sense to suspend people's license for possession of a controlled substance. $15 credit 11.
Husband has physical therapy today that I have to take him to, but I'm hoping that he'll be able to start driving next week
Oh,
and can take himself. That's what I'm hoping.
pretty soon he'll be running on the block.
He's already walking so much better than he did before the surgery. It's amazing.
We're on the live feed. All right, I think I did it right. Let me throw this one away. See if that works better.
Okay.
All right,
Get this
thanks.
out of the way.
All right, I'll see you on Monday. Thanks.
All right, thanks.
All right, let's talk about that. Judge Middleton's docket in this session had less of the usual back and forth about money or probation, and more of a housing dispute that turned into a full-on community effort to find someone a safe place to live. Mary McLain v. Colleen McPherson, centered on a property out on Moody Lake Road. McPherson had been living there without a lease, and the township had already made clear she couldn't stay. Adult Protective Services and the Commission on Aging were both involved, trying to line up housing and support, while the McLains, the owners, just wanted the property vacated. Middleton handled it with his trademark calm and practicality. He gave McPherson 10 days to move, until September 22, while noting she had multiple agencies helping her fill out applications, cover deposits, and even line up 3 months of rent. He pointed out that while the McLains technically could call the sheriff on the 13th, it would make more sense to let the moving process play out, rather than have belongings dumped on the roadside. It was firm but humane, an approach that spared everyone unnecessary chaos. The hearing did touch on some heavier details. McPherson's health and living conditions came up: filth, pests, even maggots, according to testimony. The judge cut off further descriptions once it was clear the situation was untenable, reminding everyone that there's not something called not that filthy if it's got flies and maggots in it. He also made clear that until she moved, McPherson still had tenant rights, meaning the owners couldn't just wander in and film without her consent. That little reminder showed Middleton's ability to balance compassion with respect for the law, even in messy circumstances. There was also a moment of levity in true Middleton fashion. After wrapping up the eviction order, he joked that some viewers treat his YouTube channel as their only TV, adding, "Tell them thank you, but they need to get out more." That dry humor kept the tone grounded, even in a tough situation. Overall, the atmosphere was a mix of tension, given the poor living conditions and the eviction deadline, and collaboration, with multiple agencies pulling together to get McPherson rehoused. Middleton's steady hand ensured the process was orderly, respectful, and fair, with a clear deadline and practical guidance for both sides. Time to break this one down. Judge Middleton turned a difficult housing dispute into a structured exit plan, blending firmness with compassion and even a touch of humor along the way. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing.